You are guided here, not by chance, not by an algorithm, by something far older than technology, far deeper than coincidence. Right now, you are exactly where you were supposed to be. Most people scrolled past this video. Something stopped you. Something inside you recognized a frequency in this title before your mind could even process the words. That is not accident. That is activation. You have been feeling it for a while now. The strange heaviness, the sense that you do not belong in the life you were living, this quiet voice that whispers, there is more, this ache in your chest that no achievement, no relationship, no distraction has ever been able to silence. You thought something was wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. You were chosen. Not chosen to be better than others, not chosen to be perfect, chosen to carry something, chosen to survive what would have destroyed anyone else, chosen to wake up when the world is still sleeping. And right now, God is speaking. Not in a church, not in a sermon, right here, through this screen, through these words, to you specifically, because you have been asking questions no one around you even knows how to ask. You have been crying without knowing why. You have been searching without knowing what for. This message is the answer. By the end of this video, you will never see yourself the same way again. Stay. Every word was placed here for you. If this message found you at the right moment, type "chosen" in the comments right now, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Your presence here is not random. Part 1. The silence that chose you. There is a kind of loneliness only chosen ones know. It is not the loneliness of being unloved. You may be surrounded by people who love you deeply. It is the loneliness of being unseen, of living in a world that operates on a surface frequency when everything inside you vibrates deeper. You have sat in rooms full of laughter and felt completely alone. You have smiled at the right moments, said the right words, played the right roles, and then gone home and stared at the ceiling wondering, is this really it? That feeling has a name. It is called the burden of awareness. Chosen ones are not given easy lives. They are given necessary ones. They are placed in broken families to become the cycle breakers. They are born into chaos to become anchors of peace. They are sent into darkness, not because God forgot them, but because God trusted them. Think about your life for a moment. The losses that almost destroyed you, the betrayals that left you hollow, the night you cried so hard you forgot what you were even crying for. You looked at those moments and called them punishment. God looked at those same moments and called them preparation. You were not being abandoned. You were being built. Every wound you carry is a credential. Every breakdown was a breakthrough wearing a disguise. Every time the world tried to dim you, your light found another way to burn. You did not survive by accident. You survived because something in you could not be extinguished, because the mission inside you is bigger than the pain around you, because you were never just living for yourself. You were living for everyone you will one day help carry. The silence you have felt your whole life is not emptiness. It is sacred space. It is the quiet before the calling. It is God saying, get ready. And now the question is no longer why you suffered. The question is, what will you do with everything that suffering made you into?
Part 2. The signs you were too afraid to trust. You have received signs, real ones, undeniable ones, and you dismissed every single one because you were afraid of what they meant. The recurring dreams that felt more real than your waking life, the moments of knowing something before it happened, the strangers who looked at you and said, there is something different about you, and they could not explain what. The times you walked into a room and the entire energy shifted, the animals that come to you without fear, the children who trust you instantly, the broken people who find their way to you as if you carry a map they need. You have been calling those things coincidences. They're not coincidences. They are coordinates. God does not speak through lightning bolts to chosen ones. God speaks through patterns, through repetition, through the same message arriving in different forms until you are finally brave enough to receive it. You have been receiving it for years. You have been folding it up and putting it in a drawer labeled "Things I am not ready to believe about myself." Open that drawer, because what is inside it is not arrogance, it is not delusion, it is destiny. Here is what the signs have been trying to tell you. You carry a gift that this world desperately needs, not a talent for performance, not a skill for status, a gift of presence, a gift of healing, a gift of seeing people in their deepest truth when they cannot see themselves. You make people feel safe without trying. You make people feel understood without speaking. You carry peace that passes understanding because it was given to you, not earned by you. And the reason you have been afraid to step into it is because you know, deep down you know, that once you accept what you are, you can never go back to pretending to be less. That is terrifying. It is also the most beautiful thing about you. The signs were never asking you to be perfect, they were asking you to be present. Are you ready to stop running from what you already know? Part 3. Why God is calling you right now. This is not a random moment in your life. This is a turning point. Something has been shifting in and around you, old things falling away without explanation, relationships dissolving that once felt permanent, desires dying that used to consume you, a stripping down, a clearing out, as if life itself is making room for something new to enter. You have been calling it loss. God has been calling it harvest preparation. When a farmer wants a new crop, the first thing he does is turn the soil. He breaks up what was there. He clears the ground. He makes it look like destruction, but he is not destroying. He is preparing. And right now, your soil is being turned. The people who left your life were not punishments. They were completions. The opportunities that fell through were not failures. They were redirections. The version of you that is dying right now is not your end. It is your chrysalis. God is calling you right now because the world is entering a season where it will need people who have been through the fire and came out refined. Not people who had easy lives and smooth paths. People who know what it means to be broken open. People who can look at another human in their darkest hour and say with their whole soul, "I know this place, and I promise you there is a way through." That is you. You are being called because you are ready, even if you don't feel ready. Readiness is never a feeling. Readiness is a decision. And here is what God is asking of you right now. Not perfection, not a dramatic transformation overnight. Just this. Stop running from the depth of who you are. Stop apologizing for being too much. Stop shrinking yourself to fit into spaces that were never designed for your expansion. You were not made to fit. You were made to expand. The calling is here. The door is open. The only question left is whether you will walk through it.
Part 4. The weight you were never supposed to carry alone. Let us talk about something most people will not say. Being a chosen one is exhausting. No one tells you that part. They speak about the gifts, the purpose, the destiny, but no one talks about the weight, the constant absorbing of other people's pain, the way you feel other people's emotions in your own body before they even speak, the way you cannot walk into a room without reading every single energy in it, the way you lie awake at night carrying the weight of people who do not even know you are holding them. You have been doing this your whole life, and you have been doing it alone, because you learned early that no one could hold you the way you held others, because every time you tried to be vulnerable, people either could not handle it or used it against you. So you closed. You built walls made of competence and calm. You became the one who holds everything together, the fixer, the anchor, the one people call at 3 a.m.,
and you forgot to call anyone. But here is what God is saying to you directly in this moment. The weight was never supposed to break you. It was supposed to teach you. You absorbed other people's pain so you could understand it from the inside, not so you could keep it. Chosen ones are not built to be permanent receptacles of suffering. They are built to be transformers, to take in darkness and transmute it into light, to take in pain and alchemize it into wisdom, to take in confusion and return it as clarity. You are not a sponge, you are a prism. The light enters you broken into fragments. It exits as a rainbow. And here is your permission, the permission you have been waiting for your whole life. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to receive. You are allowed to be held. You are allowed not to be okay. You are allowed to need. You are allowed to stop carrying everyone and simply breathe. The mission does not require your destruction. It requires your wholeness. Go back to yourself. Come home to yourself, because the world needs you whole, not martyred. You came to this video for a reason, and now you know what that reason is. You are not broken. You are not too much. You are not behind. You are not lost. You are not cursed with sensitivity. You are not strange for feeling everything so deeply. You are chosen. And being chosen means this: the road is harder, the calling is louder, the purpose is deeper, and the impact is eternal. Every single thing you have survived has been an investment into the version of you that is about to emerge, into the lives you are about to change, into the legacy that will outlive your name. God did not bring you this far to abandon you now. God brought you this far because the best part is just beginning. So this is what you do now. You stop waiting for permission. You stop waiting to feel ready. You stop waiting for the world to understand you before you move. You rise. You walk forward. You trust the path even when you cannot see it. You let your presence be the gift. You let your story be the sermon. You are the message the world has been waiting for. Not tomorrow, not when you are healed, not when you have it all figured out. Now, right now. This is your moment. This is your calling. This is your life reclaiming its direction. You were chosen before you were born, and you always knew it. Now, it is time to live like it. If this video moved something in you, subscribe. More messages like this one are waiting for you. Your journey is just beginning.